Hey friends, welcome back. So today my new pair of FR skates showed up. These are the FR1 Deluxe edition with the Intuition liners. They're the white color, and I'm going to be using these for a big wheel setup, so let's go ahead and open them. Alright, so when I ordered these, I bought them through Thorough, and the reason for that is because it was free, very fast shipping with no tax. So it ended up saving me about 50 bucks, and then the box got here in maybe 3 days. Excluding the weekend, right? So I ordered them Wednesday, they showed up today on a Monday. So fairly fast shipping, given the weekend. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's in here. So first thing these come with are the little booties. These basically go over the wheels. And then we've got basic tools. So you've got the red tool. This is for the frame bolt to the boot. Black one is for the frame axles. And then this right here is what we're looking for. Let me go ahead and throw the box down. All right, so it's kind of windy today. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm trying to keep the mic a little closer so it doesn't pick up as much wind noise. So this is the FR1 Deluxe with the Intuition liners. It comes with the V3 frames, which are an aluminum frame, a flat 8mm wheel setup, and these are the Street Invader wheels from FR. It's got the ratchet on it, aluminum buckle, and then of course the Intuition liner. So let's go ahead and take a look at the liner. All right, so this is the FR liner. It has the built-in, I forget the name of what it is, but it's basically this stiffened element that's on the back of the Intuition liners. If you've ever ridden the FR skates or them skates, it typically comes with this. This one has a pattern on it that looks, I guess it's got the FR logo. I didn't notice that before, but yeah, it's got the FR logo, and it kind of looks like Louis Vuitton handbags, if you've ever seen those. The bottom of the liner is kind of this soft foam pad, and then it comes with a Velcro shock absorber. I skate the 42-43 and have found that these are one of the best feeling skates with liner combos that I've ever skated. So to me, it was just hard to pass up, and I went with the new version of the FRs is because they made some subtle changes, which I'm going to talk about. One of them being the liner itself. So I skated the FR1, or not the FR1, but the FR skates for doing aggressive skating. And I noticed that the white liner, or the white pair of skates with the white liner, actually had upgraded the liners from the black version that I was skating before. So if you've ever seen any of my content, I did a review of the FR1 Deluxe skates, and that had kind of the older Intuition liner in there. But this new one has kind of like a softer foam that, feels really, really good. And I personally like the feel of the white one better than the black one, which is part of the reason that I made the upgrade. And I just found that, I've been skating the black ones for a year and a half. The liners are starting to feel kind of packed in, and my foot is floating around in them, and I can't really cinch them up anymore. But when you start looking at the price to replace the liners, for me it was just like, okay, now it's time to upgrade the skate, because I wanted to also try some other elements on it. So let's go ahead and check out the next thing. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is just the boot itself. So when I skated the white FR skates, I found that the white plastic was actually softer than the black plastic, and I just found that the black plastic for skating aggressive and also kind of skating a big wheel setup was almost too stiff. So, with my experience on the white ones, I really wanted to try, with my experience on the black ones, I really wanted to try the white ones to see if that additional flex and give in the boot would kind of compensate for the over stiffness. And these skates generally have kind of a taller cuff. They've got extra material inside the cuff, so it's a very stiff skate to begin with, which is great. because I've noticed no strain on my ankles, but just a little bit of forgiveness in them goes a long ways, and that's what I'm really interested in. I haven't really noticed any difference in the buckles or the ratchet that comes on it. It's got the eyelets and then this liner. Well, that's one thing I didn't mention is, so like when you look at the liner, you can see that it has a couple eyelets on the top, and it basically integrates with the skate itself, and that really helps cinch everything down inside the boot. And that's one of the best feelings. Let me say that a different way. That's one of the best things that I've liked about these skates, is how locked in everything feels. So next thing is, these are the V3 frames, and this is a flat frame, so you can't really rocker them. I've been skating the V4 frames flat on, my black FR skates. Kind of wanted to try these out and just see how much difference they are. It does seem like everything is packed together a little tighter, so it's maybe a little more consolidated. But we'll see. I'll throw it on the black skates. I'll just mess around with them. I'm really going to be using these for just going out, getting some good miles on them. I've got some endless frames that I'm going to throw on here, and look forward to doing that setup. I've never really ridden the Street Invader wheels, but they are 84A, which is a pretty soft wheel. So, that tells me that it's going to be super soft, super cushy ride. So I'm really looking to see how durable they are, because usually the softer the wheel, the faster they wear down. I want to go ahead and pull a wheel off and take a look at one of the bearings. All right, so the bearings are twin cam bearings, which in my experience are really good bearings. They typically have kind of a better construction than like an ABEC bearing, and some people may not notice the difference. I seem to, but I just am able to like pay attention to little nuances with skate stuff. But I feel like twin cam bearings kind of hold up to better impact resistance. They roll a little smoother because there's tighter tolerances with the bearing itself. And then I find that they don't get as like grindy, dusty sounding, just because they have kind of a tighter seal on the bearings. Could just be the experience with the ones that I've had. But from the research I've done, that's a pretty typical statement with twin cam bearings. But basically that's it. That's the unboxing of these guys. Really excited to put some new frames on them. I got some endless wheels that I'll be throwing on there as well. And I'm going to be using these for just cruising around and getting some miles in. And, I like to do big wheel skating because it helps keep my cardio up. So that way when I go to the skate park, I can just skate for hours and hit a lot of tricks and have a good session in a little amount of time. Well, not a little amount of time, but a good session, and be able to skate constantly for the time that I'm there. So overall, really enjoy skating. Let me know if you've got questions or comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks all for watching, and have a good rest of your week.